Okay, so this is week 6, day 1, and I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if this one's gonna be torture or enjoyable because I kind of hesitated. And I really wanted to do this activity at school, but we don't get to because we're here. But if you do make one of these, you've got to take a picture. I might try to make one. It says, with a group designer, build a track to get a roller coaster car from one desk to another. Well, you could do one table in your house to the other. How high does the first hill need to be? How will you get your car, quote unquote, golf ball or marble up the hill? Can you include any hills, loops, or curves? Choose up to 5 materials to use, such as paper or towels. I challenge you to do this and take a picture. I will work on mine tomorrow. Okay, might as well. What else I got going on? I'm not gonna lie, I'm working like crazy and I'm exhausted. Actually, I don't know if I can get done tomorrow because I have lots of meetings. Anyway, long story short, that's very interesting. This one is even cooler. It says, then choose 5 to 10 interesting or well-known roller coasters to research. Make a chart of comparing the roller coasters you find. I love the ones at Silverwood. Andrew and I took 2 of his friends, Ty and Dawson, there. It was probably one of my favorite trips in the world. And it wasn't because we went to Silverwood. We actually stayed at Coeur d'Alene, and they played basketball, and it was a blast. But I'll have to look up some in Silverwood. I also went on the Batman ride over at Six Flags Magic Mountain, and I loved that. But I don't even know if that exists still because I'm old. Roller coasters. How do forces make a roller coaster car move along its tracks? The thrill of the ride. Ka-thunk. The restraints press down across your body, holding you down into the seat. Ka-chunk. Chink. Chink. The small car lurches forward, and you start to climb up, 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 up to dizzying heights. For a moment at the top of the world, you feel like you can almost touch space, and then the world falls out from under you, and you plummet toward Earth. Your skin tingles, you scream and laugh as the ride picks up speed, thundering down the track. I'm not a person who screams on the rides, by the way, but I do love going really, really, really fast. Your roller coaster ride is 2 to 3 minutes of mind-bending, gut-sucking forces and non-stop changes in acceleration. Roller coasters put Newton's law of motion into action. Let's explore the physics that make roller coasters fun. I love fast roller coasters. Love them. They're my favorite. I like the ones that are like the corkscrew. Those are awesome. I don't like the old ones that are rickety because I'm old. I don't want to break myself. Riding with Newton. At the beginning of the ride, you climbed into the coaster car, eager for it to start. Did you know that even before the cars moved, the laws of motion were already at work? Newton's law of inertia says that an object at rest will remain at rest until a force moves it. It also says that an object in motion will stay in motion until a force stops it. The measure of an object's motion is called momentum. On most roller coasters, a motor makes a chain pull the car up the hill at first. The motor and chain provides the force to overcome the car's inertia. The lift hill. When the car pulls out of the station, it is immediately pulled up a huge hill. This is a lot of them I've been on like this. Why is the hill so high? That first hill lifts the car to its highest points of the whole ride, which is why the hill is called the lift hill. Way up there, the car has the most potential energy, or stored energy. Gravity is always pulling the car down toward the ground. And the lift hill gives the car a long way to pick up speed as it rolls down. Believe it or not, most roller coasters only use motors to get the cars up the lift hill. After that, it rolls or coasts the rest of the way due to gravity and inertia. What? Kind of heard that. This is the car has the most potential energy right at the top of the hill. Second hill. Sorry. All those sound effects are me being old and wishing I was on a roller coaster. Picking up speed. Once the car tips over the hill, it speeds down the track. The potential energy of the car had at the top changes to kinetic energy. So potential is possible and kinetic is active. Or the energy in motion. It quickly accelerates or gets faster and faster. At the bottom of the hill, most of the car's potential energy has changed to kinetic energy. You quickly start climbing up another hill. It's not as tall as the first one, but it's still pretty high. As the car climbs, gravity pulls down on it, reducing its speed. The car's momentum carries it up to the top of the hill. The car's kinetic energy changes back to potential energy as it climbs in the second hill. I like these kind. I don't like, see all those like braces? I like this metal one. Those are my favorites. Roller coasters, they're just smooth. They don't make you feel jarred. We went on the one at the Silverwood. It was like called the Timber something. I honestly thought I was going to lose my teeth. And I don't even have fake teeth. But I felt like my teeth were going to fly out of my face. Down the hill and up ahead, the track seems to turn upside down. So does your stomach. Not really, you're going really fast. How will the car ever get through the loop? The car is moving very fast when it enters the loop. It still has a lot of momentum. The car's kinetic energy changes back to potential energy as it rolls up the loop. But what happens next? Gravity pulls the car down and the potential energy switches to kinetic energy once more. Down the loop you go. I don't even know for sure, but I've been on this one and it actually had, because the loop was so big, it was like this, and here's your little car. It actually had a motor that kicked in, I want to say, and like pushed you. Like, so just to make sure, or maybe that's in case you ever got stuck. Yikes. Anyway, I love learning about this kind of stuff, and so I hope you found something interesting. I'm going to read this one. Did you know roller coaster loops are often shaped like an upside down raindrop with a steeper shape at the bottom? The car enters and exits the loop faster. I'm totally writing that fact. It says faster than it would in a circle. Maybe that's why they have the big circle ones have that motors on the top. Anyway, this is one of my favorite things to learn about. I can't wait to see maybe some of your models that you build, and you have a good night.